Thanks for joining us today. We want you to be able to master your yo-yo, and by the end of this tape, you'll be on your way. We'll learn how to customize your yo-yo. Everyone is different. Your yo-yo should be tailored to fit you and only you. Second, you will discover the 7 basic yo-yo tricks that will make you look like a pro. We'll be using for all our tricks the Proyo, the easiest yo-yo to master on the market today. Lastly, you'll learn an advanced trick that will thrill all your friends and make your rivals jealous. To help us today are 2 yo-yo champions, Johannes and Edward Giletti. Let's meet our pros.
Hi, I'm Ed. I'm an 11-year-old national level yo-yo champion. Yo-yos have been around since 10,000 BC. This one's only about 6 months old.
My name is Johannes. I'm a U.S. national champion since 1992. Yo-yos were never invented, they just evolved. And somewhere along the line, they turned into man's second oldest toy.
This is the oldest toy in the world.
Yeah.
Johannes, what's the first thing I should do to set up my Proyo?
The first thing you want to do is make sure you have proper string length. Proper string length is the length between your elbow and the floor. Next, string tension has to be just right. You want your string to be tight enough for some tricks and loose enough for others. String tension is tricky, but after you try out a few tricks, you'll find your happy medium. Another important setup for your yo-yo is how to do a slip knot. Slip knots won't help you with gifts, but they will make your yo-yo work a lot better. Here's how it's done. Remember, when you first put the string on your finger, don't just put your finger through the loop in the end of the string. Instead, make a slip knot. And the way you do that is by pretending like there's a knot right here in the string. Take that pretend knot and stuff that through the loop. Pull it through. Now you have a loop that's big enough to go around your head, or you can make it tight enough to go around just your middle finger. The last thing you need to know before you're ready to yo-yo like a pro is how to change a string. I'll talk you through it. This is how you do it. Open up the loop in the bottom of the new string and just slip your yo-yo in. Now you're ready to go. Now get your Proyo ready and we'll start in a moment.
The Proyo was designed with ease, speed, and fun all wrapped into one.
The Proyo is used by more professional competitors at national competitions than any other yo-yo. The Proyo holds these records for fixed axle spinners. Longest spin, 51 seconds. The fastest spin at 11,400 RPM. And around the world, 26. Edward and I will take you through the 7 tricks that a yo-yo master must know. Once you learn these tricks, they're yours forever and ever. Here we go. The gravity pull is the most basic trick you can do with a yo-yo. The important thing to remember here is to throw the yo-yo like this, then turn your wrist over and catch. Now let's take a closer look and slow things down. Put the yo-yo in your hand like this. Make a muscle and look at your yo-yo. Now, throw the yo-yo down, twist your wrist, and bring the yo-yo back up. Make a muscle and look at your yo-yo. Now, throw the yo-yo down, twist your wrist, and bring the yo-yo back up. Now you try as you watch me do it.
Here are Johannes' tips to remember. Make a muscle. Look at the Proyo, not the back of your hand. Uncoil or open your arm and release the Proyo. When the Proyo reaches the end of the string, turn hand over and tug in an upwards direction. Finally, catch the Proyo. That's all there is to it.
Next is another basic move, the forward pass, or out and back as it's called in some circles. This is a simple trick that's real easy. Let's take a closer look at what's going on. Hold the yo-yo back behind your back. Now, throw the yo-yo forward like a policeman says stop. Remember, get it back to your hand. Hold the yo-yo back behind your back. Now, throw the yo-yo forward. Remember, get it back to your hand. Now it's your turn. Remember, speed isn't that important on this one.
Here are the forward pass notes once more. Make sure the Proyo is facing the sky, not the ground. Release the Proyo and swing arm forward and up. Catch it as it returns. I'm doing it like you told me, but something's going wrong.
Well, the first thing to check when a trick goes bad is the string tension. What I mean is, if the string is too tight, the yo-yo always comes back. If it's too loose, maybe it'll go down and sleep and it won't come back. But there is a happy medium in there somewhere. And remember, it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So now, wind your string up your favorite way and try the forward pass. This is like this, like a policeman says, stop. Just like that. And you're on your way.
Opening your Proyo is easy and necessary when your knot gets tangled. Untwist the halves in a counterclockwise direction. Remember this saying, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Fix your knot. Twist your Proyo back together. Remember not to over-tighten the halves. You will crush the wooden axle and will have to replace it with a new one. Just turn the halves until they are snug. Then you've done it properly.
The sleeper is the basic sleep move, and it requires a loose string. So make sure your string tension is loose. It looks like this. Now remember these points. Keep the string tension loose and throw the yo-yo out in a large arc.
Let's review again. Make a muscle. Look at the Proyo, not the back of your hand. Throw the Proyo in an outward arc, not straight down. Allow it to sleep for a few seconds by holding hands still. Tug upwards. Now you're sleeping.
Now it's your turn. The breakaway is the first trick we'll learn that your buddy down the street might not know how to do. Check this out. Now remember, for the breakaway, set the yo-yo on your shoulder, body straight, elbow out. Now extend your arm and throw the yo-yo in a half-moon shape in front of your body. Remember, it has to be sleeping and it has to get back to your hand. Now it's your turn to give it a try.
Here are Johan's tips once more. Place the Proyo on your shoulder. Keep your body straight, elbow out. Release the Proyo and uncoil arm. Throw the Proyo in a large arc. Allow it to swing in a half-moon shape in front of you. Allow the Proyo to reach shoulder height, then tug it back. Proyos come in all different colors, and you can take them apart, so if a friend has one, you can exchange your halves and mix and match. Hey, this will go with that new outfit I bought yesterday. You can even put on different colored string. If you want to buy accessories or for more information, check Proyo's website at www.playmax.com. If you don't have internet access, we'll give you the address at the end of the show.
Our next trick, when done well, is a real beauty. It's called walking the dog. In New York, they have a law that you've got to pick up after your dog. Well, this is one dog that needs no picking up after. If you want to master this trick, remember, throw a really long sleeper and then touch it down to the ground.
Sensitive grooves.
Don't slam it into the ground. That's animal abuse. Now walk it out in front of you, maybe a foot or two. And remember, get it back to your hand.
Vibration.
Throw a really long sleeper and then touch it down to the ground. Don't slam it into the ground. Now walk it out in front of you, maybe a foot or two. And remember, get it back to your hand. Now grab a leash and take your dog for a walk.
Johan's reminders are, start off like a sleeper. As the Proyo sleeps, gently swing it forward and set it down. Don't slam it down. Walk the dog at least 1 foot and then tug the string. There you go.
Let's do a quick review of what we have demonstrated so far. Up and down, out and back, the sleeper, the breakaway, and walking the dog.
Vibration. Vibration. Vibrations.
We've got 2 more tricks before our advanced trick, so listen up. Around the world may be the most famous of all the tricks we'll learn. Legend has it that this trick got its name from Christopher Columbus, because once he learned that the world was not flat, he gathered his men together and performed this trick and declared, "Let's not call this trick around the vat of tuna fish, let's call it around the world." This is around the world. Around the world is really just a combination of 2 tricks. Forward pass and a sleeper. Now, take a forward pass and throw it up and behind your back. And get the yo-yo to sleep all the way around. Remember, get it back to your hand. Now, take a forward pass and throw it up and behind your back. And get the yo-yo to sleep all the way around. Remember, get it back to your hand.
Let's try it again. Start in the forward pass position. Throw it in a forward and up direction. Allow the Proyo to travel sleeping at the end of the string in a giant circle. Tug on the string as the Proyo swings in front of you. Lastly, catch the Proyo. You've done it. I just noticed that this axle is made of wood. Why?
The Proyo axle is made out of wood because that's what gives it its amazing speed. It's sort of like when you crack a whip. At that very last second, you get that sonic crack. But with a steeled axle yo-yo, when you throw it down to get that sleeper, it just slips at the very last second. But with a wooden axled yo-yo, at that very last second, it holds on and gives you a greater amount of RPM at the beginning to allow the yo-yo to spin for a longer period of time. It's the truth. Rock the Baby has nothing to do with parenthood. It has everything to do with a lot of the basics we learned before. This trick is best done with the yo-yo stopped. Grab the string a little less than halfway down the string. Now take your other hand, swing it down and pinch the string, and then go back to your left hand, draw that down along your chest. Now you're rocking the baby. This trick is best done with the yo-yo stopped. Grab the string a little less than halfway down the string. Now take your other hand, swing it down and pinch the string, and then go back to your left hand, draw that down along your chest. Now you're rocking the baby. Now you give rocking the baby a try.
Here are the points to remember. Throw a sleeper. Grab the string just halfway with your whole left fist. Swing your right hand down and pinch the string. Bring your left hand back along your chest and place it under your right hand. Swing the Proyo back and forth a few times. Let the Proyo down gently and then tug upwards. Great job! Using the Proyo holster. The holster allows quick access to your Proyo. Clip the holster onto your belt or pocket, and you're ready for action at a moment's notice.
This advanced trick, eating spaghetti, is a trick that's a lot of fun. I look like this. Eating spaghetti is a sleeping trick. It'll take at least a 5-second sleeper. Gather up the string and put it next to your chin. Now, slurp it up. Eating spaghetti is a sleeping trick. It'll take at least a 5-second sleeper. Gather up the string and put it next to your chin. Now, slurp it up. Now it's time for you to take a bite.
Throw a sleeper. Gather the string kind of loosely. Let the string fall so the Proyo drops. Make a slurping sound. And quickly snap it back up. Bon appetit! I hope you had fun.
Keep on yoing.
Don't go away. Up next are more advanced tricks to make you look like a master. Here are 6 ways to wind up your Proyo.
Vibration.
Number 1, the classic pinch and wind.
Vibration.
Number 2, sidewinder.
Sensitive grooves.
Number 3, quick start.
Vibration.
Number 4, the snap.
My voice should now be coming from your...
Number 5, the engineer's wind up. Keep it on the tracks. Number 6,
vibration,
one-arm bandit.
vibration, vibrations,
Hi again. Today we're going to give you the tools to become an advanced yo-yo player.
My name is Johannes. I've won in over 6 tournaments. I've been a competitive yo-yo player for over 10 years, and it's my job to make this tape not seem that long.
Okay, show off. What separates these tricks from the beginner tricks?
Well, most of the beginner tricks are sleeper tricks, where you have to keep a loose string. Some advanced tricks use a loose string, but the harder ones use a tight string because of the looping that's required.
Well, how about we ease into it?
Good idea. That's why I've chosen the creeper as our first trick. Like many beginner-level tricks, this is a loose string trick like the sleeper. The difference is the yo-yo has to touch the ground and walk out in front of you, and then you have to crouch down and your hand touches the floor. Remember, get the yo-yo back to your hand. Now, let's slow this down a little bit. Here's what you should remember on the creeper. Throw a sleeper and touch it to the ground. Let it walk out in front of you. Now, crouch down and touch the floor and call the yo-yo back to your hand.
This is a loose string trick. As Johan says, these are the same steps as walk the dog, except let the Proyo continue to walk forward and lower your right hand to the floor. When your hand reaches the floor, tug on the string. Catch the Proyo as it returns with your hand still on the floor. How do I know when to replace a string?
String should be changed frequently. If the string looks worn or dirty, change it.
What if I don't change it?
Then this could become a common occurrence in your house if you have brothers or sisters.
At 2, Johan.
Play it safe. Change your string often. You can even use different colored strings, and the newer the string, the easier it'll be to perform the tricks you want to do. Throughout history, yo-yos have been made from many different materials. In this century alone, they've been made from wood, plastic, and even metal. Unlike this example from ancient Greece, which was made from terracotta, that's fire-dried clay, and it was simply called a disc. In the 18th century, in France and England, the yo-yo was referred to as the bandeleur or les aigrettes. However, in the United States in the 1920s, this man, Donald Duncan, saw potential in the product after seeing it demonstrated on the streets of San Francisco by a Filipino man. He referred to it as a yo-yo, which is a Filipino word for come back. This trick is a little twist to the sleeper. This is what it looks like. Here are a couple pointers on around the corner. Throw a long sleeper. Take a step forward and stick your elbow out. Now, give the string a little tug and catch it. Throw a long sleeper. Take a step forward and stick your elbow out. Now, give the string a little tug and catch it.
This is a loose string trick. As Johan says, throw a sleeper. Bend your right arm. Take a step forward. Place elbow in front of string. Bring right hand downwards and tug on the string with your fingers. the Proyo will swing up over your arm and down in front of you. Catch the Proyo.
Now you give it a try. Hop the fence is a fun, easy trick. In national competition, you're usually asked to do 5 of them in a row. Now we'll slow this down and show you how to put hop the fence together. Remember, when you throw hop the fence, don't throw it straight down. Throw it down at an inward angle. Now as it comes back up around, it has to flip over and go back down. Remember, when you throw hop the fence, don't throw it straight down. Throw it down at an inward angle. Now as it comes back up around, it has to flip over and go back down. Now you give it a hop.
This is a tight string trick. Johan's points to remember are: throw the Proyo down at an inward angle, not straight down. Do not let it sleep. Tug in an upwards direction. Instead of catching it, flip it over your right hand and back down. With right-handed players, the string will tighten a half a turn with every repetition. The opposite for left-handers. Start with a few, 1 or 2, then practice more repetitions.
Cat skins for sale, get your cat skins. Cat skins for sale, get your cat skins. Use them as doormats, cat skins for sale. Guy's got to make a living. Here's why this trick is called skin the cat. Leave your own cat alone. It looks like this. Here's how a yo-yoist would skin the cat. Throw a long sleeper. Now, draw your left finger up, get the yo-yo to rock, throw it up into a loop, and back to your hand. Throw a long sleeper. Now, draw your left finger up, get the yo-yo to rock, throw it up into a loop, and back to your hand.
This is a loose string trick. Remember, Johan says, throw a sleeper. Touch your left hand to your right hand. With your left hand, draw the string out in front of you. Stop about 4 inches away from the Proyo. Swing the Proyo towards you. When the Proyo rocks back out, throw it up into a loop. Catch the Proyo.
Now watch me as you try and skin the cat. This trick is also called Sleeping Beauty. Here's what it looks like. Here's a UFO that you can pilot. Remember, when you throw the UFO, don't throw it straight down. Throw it out to the side, and then throw your hand over the top of it. Throw it out to the side, and then throw your hand over the top of it. Now take your UFO out for a spin.
This is a tight or loose string trick. Remember, Johan says, this trick will allow you to quickly tighten or loosen your string. Hold the Proyo flat or parallel with the floor. Throw the Proyo to your right slowly. Then quickly repeat the motion over the top of the falling Proyo, like a karate chop. Draw the string up with your left hand and release. Tug sideways. Catch the Proyo. Remember the phrase, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Tip the Proyo over towards your thumb as you hold it. Throw the Proyo flat with the floor to the left. Quickly repeat the motion over the top of the falling Proyo. Draw the string up with your left hand and release. Tug sideways. Catch the Proyo. Sweet and sour pork is my favorite dish. Want to join me?
Not while I'm on the job. However, there is a sweet and sour side to yo-yos. Here's what I mean. When the yo-yo's brand new, the axle is a little bit rough, so what you might try and do is sand it out with your string. You do that once, twice, put the string back on and you're ready to go. However, you only need to worry about this when the yo-yo is brand new. Take a look at this. It's called three-leaf clover, and you don't have to be a leprechaun to do it. It works like this. The three-leaf clover is a combination of three loop-the-loops. Not just normal loop-the-loops, though. The first loop-the-loop has to go straight up, the second one straight out, and the third one straight down. The first loop-the-loop has to go straight up, the second one straight out, and the third one straight down. Now go see if you can find a three-leaf clover for yourself.
This is a tight string trick. As Johan says, this trick is done in one continuous motion. Do an upwards loop aiming it towards the ceiling. Do a regular loop out in front. Do a third loop aiming straight down. Catch the Proyo.
Yo-yos have come in different shapes and sizes, from your standard-looking wooden yo-yo to this plastic butterfly-shaped yo-yo, which makes string tricks much easier. Some people desire a little bit more from their yo-yos. For instance, you can tell that some of these are adorned with jewels. Here's one that's made from 14-karat gold. And this one is a duplicate of a yo-yo that was sent into space in the Toys in Space program on one of the space shuttle missions. Here are some yo-yos that make noise when you throw them. The metal ones, or the tin ones, whistle. And the wood ones scream. Repetitive inside loops have been called one of the 5 hardest tricks to master. It takes practice, but I'll tell you some secrets. Now let's slow this down so that you can try and learn a loop-the-loop. It's just like a forward pass. Except, when it comes back, don't catch it. Throw it back out. And notice that if you do it right, the colors flip over. The world record for loop-the-loops is 21,663. See if you can beat it.
This is a tight string trick. As Johan says, throw a forward pass. Instead of catching it, swing it in, around, and forward. Make sure the loop goes on the inside of your arm. With right-handed players, the string will loosen a half a turn with every loop. Repeat until you want to stop or your string gets too loose. Catch the Proyo.
How do I know if I'm good enough to compete?
If you've mastered the tricks on this tape, then you know you're ready to compete.
Where do I get information on competitions?
Information on competitions is available from the Playmax home site and also from the Yo-Yo Times newsletter. We'll give you that information at the end of the tape.
When did you start playing with yo-yos?
I started when I was 14. I'm 23 now, so that means I've been doing it for about 9 years.
Aren't you a little old to be playing with yo-yos?
Actually, anyone from 6 to 106 will have fun playing with the yo-yo.
Vibrations.
This is the last trick we'll be working on, and it is a doozy. It's called trapeze. Ed, let's show them how. You don't need a safety net to do man on the flying trapeze. You start off with a breakaway and stick out the pointer finger of your left hand. Now the yo-yo will wrap around your finger and land on the string. This is a great trick, and it leads into some more difficult tricks later on. Now it's your chance to run away with the circus.
This is a loose string trick. As Johan says, throw a breakaway. Place your left index finger about waist high. Allow the string to wrap around your finger, and the Proyo will land on the string. Bring your hands together, pull them apart, and the Proyo will pop off the string. Catch the Proyo. Well, you're on your way. These tricks take practice, so you can always rewind the tape and brush up on your tricks.
And remember, keep on yo-ing.